Hey guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe and be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I have my September update for the year-long Project Pan. So if you want to hear all about this project and see what I'm rolling in and rolling out, let's go ahead and get on into it. So if you don't know anything about this project, I'm doing it because in 2023, Laura Force did this project and I was inspired. There is a Google Doc list that was created by Alexy and Rebecca. All of the information will be listed in the description box down below. I started this December 1st of 2023 and my goal right now is to do it until December 31st of 2025. Because there are 150 prompts in total. So we're getting there. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? I think 7 rollouts. Yes, 7. Let's see here. This one. Let me get it out. 7. It's right there. 7 rollouts. So we will start. We'll start with just the things that I was working on, so I can put those away. So for items I was working on, we'll start at the bottom. A product you forgot that was in your collection or forgot you own. So it was. I rolled in both. These two little foundation samples. They are both from Tarte. One is the Amazonian Clay Foundation. This one I haven't even started working on. So we're just going to toss that one back. But this one I have. This is the Face Tape. And I have the shade 20S Light Sand. It's actually on my face today. And I have thoughts. This is my first use of it. So, like, we're not even really going to be able to make heads or tails. I can usually get, like, up to 5 uses out of these guys. Really just depends on how much I need. So, pretty good shade match. I do. I like the shade. It looked a little light when I was putting it on, but I've honestly come to prefer that, like, when I put the shade on, then I'm like, ooh, that's a little light. Because by the time I'm done with my whole face, I'm like, yes, I like that. It's got good coverage. It's not too much. It's not cakey, but it's got good coverage. Why is this fragranced? Why is there so much fragrance? It's so floral. Like, I almost want to declutter it right now because of the fragrance. Like, my brush smells like this. I'm angry that it has a floral scent. So, hopefully I can get quick use out of that because I don't want to use it. Next, we have a product or category you've panned before, so I pulled in this ColourPop pressed powder. It's the No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in the shade Light. You can't get this anymore, unfortunately. At least I don't believe so. And I had already had a pan on it, and my goal currently is to finish it because, you know, I'm going to be doing this project forever. So, that's where we're at. I should have taken a photo of it when we rolled it in. I've used it 6 times in September, so you know, we're making progress. We almost have the whole full first ring exposed because I think there's, what, 3 rings in the pan? And you start working on these sides, but I want to get that first ring exposed before I do that. I'm very happy with my progress, though. Because I only use it, I literally do right here, and I just bring it down the side of my nose. That's it. So, and then depending on if I'm using a really shitty foundation, I'll do, like, my chin and my forehead, but that's it with it. Something you're afraid to pan. Shadow sticks. Shadow sticks in general I'm afraid to pan, but this one was brand new to me. This is from Pop Code. It's something you get on Amazon. It's in the shade 003 Gray Brown Matte. I wanted a taupe. shadow stick. I wanted to try taupe. So I have gotten anything that's not a finish goal is a 5-use goal. So I've used it twice in September for 3 out of my 5 uses. It is really nice. You can put it on. It is a little dry, like it's a drier formula, so it does tug a little bit. But once it's on the eye, it blends out really nicely. It stays put. I do like it. Next, a favorite product. So I pulled in my NYX Sweet Cheeks Blush Mousse. And this is the shade Coralicious, and it's literally this shade. It's a very nice coral. I have not used this in September. So actually, I shouldn't have pulled this out because I haven't used it in September. But I still am at 2 out of 5 uses. I feel like I have a cat hair on me. A product hyped on YouTube. Another blush. And this is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. And I have the shade Dusty Rose. I want to get another shade because I do really like this. I've used it twice in September. I'm at 4 out of 5 uses. One more use to go. This will absolutely be a rollout for October, which will be great. So we have a guaranteed rollout. That will be very nice. And the last product that I just have some usage on, which you'll see it. So I'm going to show you backwards first. This is a product passed to you by a friend. DW at Dub's Beauty Diary sent this to me. So this is the ColourPop Find the Book Super Shock Highlighter, but she took some out of hers to send to me because I really wanted that highlighter. I've used this once in September. I'm at 2 out of 5 uses, but I hit pan in it. I don't hit pan in things very often, so I was very excited about that. So that is everything that I'm currently working on that I just have progress in. Everything else that's been rolled in, we hit goal on. So we're going to get into that. So again, I'm just going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So this one, if I declutter something, which this prompt is a declutter, I just count that as a goal met because there's 150 prompts. Someone else's pick. So I pulled out a bunch of the stuff from my drawer of items in my collection that need to be tested. And when Ian came home on lunch, I was like, pick something. And he was like, try that. So this is the One Size Cheek Clapper in ColourPop, which looks like this. So we have Choose Me, Pick Me, Love Me. I have it on today a little bit. I'm decluttering this. Today was my first use. So first I tried the cream. Oh my dear God, is it pigment? I went in just a little dip with my brush. Because I know that this is pigmented. I knew. So I went in. I knew beforehand going into this. So the lightest, babyest tap. So then I put that on both cheeks. I blended it out with a sponge, made the cream work. Okay, cool. Cream's done. Made that work. So I was like, all right, I'm going to be able to make this work. It's going to be fine. I can already tell you, I didn't like the highlight. The color. I don't like the color of this. The finish, great. But it's too dark for me. It doesn't really have a it looks like it would have a duochrome finish, and it just doesn't. Like, it's not as shiny as it should be. I just don't like the shade. So I like the texture of it. I just don't like the color. No. So then we get to this powder. Oh my dear God. Do you know how much finessing it took to get this? First of all, it's so powdery. I went dip, and it went pff, and there was so much powder, so much kick up. And I was like, what? And then you can't even tell. You can't even tell, which is great. But, what do you mean you exploded? Because I used a fluffy brush, because I was like, if I use a dense brush, I'm going to look like a clown. And Though that's a look and I love a clown look, that's not what I wanted today. So then I place it down, and you can't blend it. Like, where you place it, there will be a dot where you placed it. Do you know how much setting powder I had to use to blend this shade out? Like, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, but this did not go well. I did not like it. I'm decluttering this. If you would like this, it's on my Mercari. I'm out of creamer, so I drink because I'm a little bitch when it comes to... Listen, I'm new to drinking coffee, so please don't make fun of me. But I drink the International Delights, like the cold box coffee you can get from the store, and then I add creamer to it. Now, in this cup, because, like, I used to drink, it'd be like this much coffee, it'd be 50-50. Now I drink like this much coffee with the rest creamer. I only add a little bit of creamer to my coffee now. I'm getting better. But like, I ran out of creamer this morning because this is my second cup of coffee. I've been up since 1 a.m. That's a whole nother story. Sorry for the random tangent. But I ran out of creamer. Ian's at work. I'm not going to the store until he gets off work tonight. But it's the last cup of coffee in that coffee jug anyway, so I was like, I might as well just finish it so I can buy both new coffee and new creamer when I go to the store tonight. But is it intense? It's not bad. Like, I'm gonna drink it, but like, going from having a nice cup of coffee this morning with my blueberry cobbler creamer to just coffee is like whiplash. Because, like, it's not that it's gross. It's just, intense. So, next product. A product you aren't sure that you like. I do also have this on today. This is the Trestique Line Sharpen and Smudge Eye Pencil. It's in the shade Santorini Black Sand. Just a black eye pencil. It's got a little smudger. This is actually a really nice smudger because I've had other pencils with smudgers that are trash. This one's actually really nice. I don't think I like black liner anymore. I don't like black liner in my waterline. And this pencil fades. Completely fades away. To be fair, I have also had this Trestique liner for years at this point. So, I hit my goal on it. That's fantastic. I'm also going to declutter this and throw it away. Let's see how much was left. Let's do a... Okay, we're not going to keep going. There was a lot. Because honestly, I don't know if I ever used it before using it in this project. Stay. So we're also going to put that I decluttered. Okay. A product from a previous project. That's a lot of alliteration. This was from, what do the 2010s say? This is my KVD it's literally on the bottom. Good Apple Serum Foundation. I have the shade Light 12. This is like the perfect shade for me. It's a really great foundation. I've tried to let it sit and settle, and it doesn't, but it's nice. It's good. I used it twice in September to hit my 5th use on the 4th. Oh, and I used the liner 4 times in September. I hit my 5th use today, which is the 10th. But hit my 5 uses on this. This can go back in my collection. For a product you've never heard anyone talk about, and that's because it's discontinued. That was this Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I used it all 5 times in August. I hit my 5th use on the 29th. It was after I filmed last month's video. So my 5th use got me right to that gold line. I've continued to use this because this is just the spray that I have out. I use this more as a fixing spray because it is alcohol free than I do as a setting spray. And now from there, so gold line is there. I've made it here. Let me, where's the silver pen? Silver pen. Let me just show you the difference I've made from August 29th to now. I've made that much of a jump. Just in a little over, so in 2 weeks, I've made that much of a jump. So I think that's pretty neat. But yep, that can go back in my drawer because I'm still using that, but it's done for this project. Another decluttered product, and that was this Glamlight Michaela gloss. It is gorgeous. I used it once in August. I decluttered it the 26th of August. This was a product you received as a gift. I got this as a free gift with purchase when I made a Glamlight order. Didn't even know I was getting it, to be honest. I put this on once. Oh my god, it hurt so bad. I didn't know this was a plumping gloss. That would have been really nice to know on the packaging, and I would have never even opened it. It hurt. I'm giving it to a friend who doesn't mind, but oh dear lord, it hurt so bad. Big ouch. No good, very bad time. I don't like plumping. The only plumper I have ever enjoyed, ever in the history of ever, has been this Hard Candy Max Pout Plumper, and that's because this is, like, it's menthol. Like, it smells like menthol, and, like, that's the plumper. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't burn, it's got, like, a cooling plumper, and I'm trying to finish this, because I've had it for a hot minute. But that's the plumper I like. Next, we had a perfume, which I was so mad about this, because I don't like bringing fragrance, hair care, skincare, anything like that into projects. But I had this Voyeur Riddle perfume oil that I keep in my purse, and I wanted to use a quarter of the bottle, and I can't believe I did that in a month. So we started at the silver line there, and I wanted to get to this gold line, which I hope is, am I showing you on the right side? I am. I hope that that's better. Started at the silver line, wanted to get to the gold line. I did. So, I don't know how many uses it took, because like I said, I keep this in my purse, so I wasn't, like, writing down every time I used it. But when I use it, I do both wrists, and then I do on the neck, on both sides. So, it's fine. I don't remember what the notes are. I wouldn't buy it. Like, I don't love it. I keep it in my purse because it's the only roller ball I own, but it's meh. Like I said, don't love it. It's just, it's here. I got it in a BoxyCharm, I think, or an Allure beauty box before I canceled. I don't honestly remember. But yeah, don't love it. Next, for a pastel shaded item. So, we got a pastel lid, and the item itself is pastel. This is the Ace Beaute Liquid Blush in Pastel Persimmon. I used it twice in September to hit my 5th use on the 8th. I finally found the perfect way to use this. So what you do is you put it on the hand, and then you take your brush and dab it from your hand. And I know that that's like, oh, Andy, why didn't you know that? I have never had to do that with any of my liquid blushes ever. I know that that's a thing a lot of people do, which is why I finally tried it that way, but, like, never had to do that. Never had to do that ever. That makes me angry. But it is a very pretty color. Still haven't decided if I want to keep it, but for now, staying around. It's done. Well, I guess that can go over there too. Most expensive lip product. I pulled out this tiny little Tom Ford guy because Tom Ford is expensive. And this is the shade Casablanca. Very pretty shade. I made a little TikTok. It is literally the same shade as Milani Peony, at least on my lips. I hit my 5th use on August 23rd. Again, right after I filmed that last video. Love it. It's a beautiful formula. Like, it literally, because I don't like using dupe. I don't like just throwing the word dupe around like that, but it's the same formula as the Milani lipsticks. It's that, like, satiny, slippy formula that I really like, and it's just a nice color, and it's not very much of a lipstick, so I think maybe I could use something like this up eventually. So it's very nice. I don't think it's something I would buy full size because it's just like the Milani lipsticks. So I would just buy Milani lipsticks. But it's nice to have. I got it as either a Sephora sample or I believe it was a Sephora like 100 point perk. And the last item we were working on that I hit my goal on was, where are you? A product that deserves more hype, and that is anything from Delancey. And that was this blush in the shade 4, which looks like this. I had used it 3 times in August to hit my 5-use goal on the 23rd. This is a beautiful shade. It is just harder pressed into the pan, which makes it just a little harder to use. I have to use a denser brush, and you kind of really have to get in there. But once you get the pigment on your brush, it's really nice. It's a gorgeous color. You guys know how much I love Delancey products. And I'm actually now, I have an affiliate code with Delancey. Shameless plug. It'll be in the description box. You guys know how much I've talked about Delancey. If you're new here, I love their products so much. I have so many from them. It almost made me cry to be accepted as an affiliate from them, but the code will be down below. It's 20% off for you, but it is an affiliated code. So we're going to go ahead and roll in. It's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 prompts. So let me get that all set up and we'll get on into it. All right. Now that my camera finally is back to what we're doing, let's go ahead and get these a-rolling for you. It'll be right there. For me, it's right in front of me. As long as I make sure to press screen record. Boom. What is our first prompt? An item from a cruelty-free brand. Like, that's the Leaping Bunny, right? I'm gonna have to Google that and make sure, but I'm sure I know I have something. Something silver or gold? Silver or gold. I wish I could write faster. I'm sorry. Ooh, a single eyeshadow. Not that I need to bring any more into any projects, but you know, it's fine. Something from a foreign brand. Is that just, are we just saying anything like, because I'm in the US, so like overseas, South America, like foreign, anywhere not from the US. From foreign brand. My brand. A limited edition item. I don't have a lot of those, to be honest. A lot of discontinued items, but not limited edition. A sample or deluxe size. Sample / deluxe sized. Boom, boom. And then flip my page over, and our last prompt is a product from a brand that's only available in your country. Oh, God. Product from a brand. Lift up my paper clip. Only available in your country. So, let's see. Comment. Give me all the pages. Let me put the paper clip back. So, those are all of our prompts. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm not really mad at those. A little mad about the single eyeshadow one. But other than that, I'm just going to have to do a little bit of research. It's going to take me a hot minute to go find all these things. But for you, it's going to be just a second. So I will be with camera magic right back. My lord, that took forever because figuring out, making sure something is cruelty-free, figuring out the foreign brand, the brand that's only in the US. Now, if I'm wrong, like if you Google this and I'm wrong, I did my best, okay? Like the one I found, it was from a Reddit search because like looking it up was going awful. So I did my best. If it's not accurate, I'm sorry, okay? This isn't meant to cause stress, okay? I did some research, I looked, we're going with it. We're going to start with an item from a cruelty-free brand. So now I looked up cruelty-free brands, and it did a whole list. And one of the ones, like there was a few that popped up, like the first one that, not the first one that popped up, but one that I have quite a few from was e.l.f. And I was like, I could do that. But one that was really interesting to me that I didn't know was cruelty-free was Fenty. And this has been in my to-try drawer because I haven't used this in forever. This is the Kilowatt Foil. It's one of those duos. So it's in Sandcastle and Minted Mojito. Because I've been wanting to retry this because this is the only one out of the three that I had that I kept because I like the duo. So I've been wanting to retry this to see if I want to declutter it. So I want to use the duo 5 times, whether it's just this shade, just that one. I use one twice, one 3 times. The duo as a whole, I want to use 5 times. So we have Sandcastle and Minted Mojito. They are, well, Sandcastle's a bit deep, but they're very pretty. So I am excited. Let me get out a makeup wipe. Duh, Andy, you're doing swatches. So the next one was for something gold or silver. This one took me the absolute longest, which is so dumb. Because I have legitimately a gold and silver gloss, but I didn't want to bring those in. I didn't want to. So I ended up picking, because I need more highlighters in my projects. This is from Milani. This is the baked highlighter in the shade Dolce Perla. As you can see, gold on the packaging. This is what Dolce Perla looks like. Now, she doesn't get a lot of love from me because she is a very soft highlight. And that's just not normally my vibe. But I figure, one, if I don't love these highlighters, I have a backup. And 2, sometimes a soft, subtle highlighter is okay. Because I know I love this highlighter. So, 5 uses on that. A single eyeshadow. So, originally I was like, alright, let me pull out my singles. It didn't say it had to be a single, like a single, like something like this. So, I pulled out a single loose shadow. I've never used this shade. I've used the other Sugar Drizzle shade. This one is in the shade Blueberry Tart. And I figured since this is blue, like a blue-green, this could go with the palettes that I'm working on. Ooh, this is so pretty. Here, let me get a... Since there's so much in the flippin' cap. My goodness. So, there's a nice big swatch of it. Let me try to get that all off my brush. So this one is a little more like fluffy than my other one, than the other color. But we shall, all the rogue glitters just everywhere now. But 5 uses on that. We shall see how it goes. Next, for something from a foreign brand. Now, when I looked that up, there was a whole list. Like, NYX came up as a foreign brand because it's sold in other countries. So, I went with the Dior. Now, this is a sample packet, but this has been chilling in my samples for a while. This is the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. So now these are plumping. 90% natural origin plumping and hydrating lip gloss. So as you can see, there are 4 shades. We have 001 Pink, Dior 8 Intense, 14 Shimmer Macadamia, and my favorite, 003 Hollow Lavender. I honestly like all of them, even the more red one, because hopefully it's opaque. But it's this, like, lip maximizer. I love that it even comes with a little lip brush. I want to use all of them up, if I like them. Because I don't really like lip plumpers, but who knows? I might like these. I'm probably going to start with that shade, because if I'm going to try and like any of them, it's going to be that one. So my goal is to use that up. This whole thing of all 4 of them. Use them up. Next, from a limited edition item. This is from Taterounds Beauty. I probably won't have posted my order yet, or maybe I will have, but they only made 10 of these. This is the shade Narcissus. It is a loose shadow, and I will swatch this one as well, because again, just with the palettes that I'm working on, I thought that this would go really, really well. Because boom, a green. So, 5 use goal. Put those in there. A sampler deluxe sized item. I went with this little sample. Well, it's a deluxe. It's the Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer from Viseaet London. It's got 10 mils. This was the next primer I was going to put in rotation anyway, because I think I have 1, maybe 2 uses of my e.l.f. Power Grip left. So this will be in rotation. I want to finish this. And last but not least, a product from a brand only available in your country. So when I did the little bit of research that I did for products only available in your country, that ended up being in a Reddit thread. It was from like an Australian Redditor about products only available in the US. And it was like Kiko Milano, which I could have brought in. I have a couple products from them. Hard Candy was also on that list. So I figure I have this red lip maximizer, and I also have a red lipstick. So I have from Hard Candy this red lip liner, which is just a red. So we're going to roll this in for 5 uses, because when else am I going to use my red lip liner? So that is everything for the September update for the year-long Project Pan. 7 roll-ins. Craziness. I hope you guys enjoyed the craziness of all the progress, rollouts, roll-ins. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys!